Good afternoon, guys, and welcome back on my channel. Today we're going to talk about tennis. We always talk about tennis. We're going to talk about the grass season because it's really interesting to see what is going to happen in this grass season. Honestly, even though probably you already have the winner in Wimbledon, I think that it's pretty safe to say that Djokovic has huge chances to win Wimbledon, and I would be incredibly surprised if he isn't going to win it. That would be a really big shock, honestly. I'm not gonna lie, I think that if Djokovic doesn't win Wimbledon, it's going to be one of the biggest shocks in terms of Grand Slam winners that we had in the last years. Well, before we start with the video, as always, I invite you to subscribe to the channel. At the moment we're at 203 subscribers. It's a great number, but the goal is to reach 300 subscribers as soon as possible. That's the goal, and I'm trying to be as good as possible on this channel. I think that I'm improving step by step. I'm improving step by step. Things are improving, and that's great. Honestly, it's great to have such nice support from my community. I think there's a strong relationship between the creator of the channel and the followers of the channel, the subscribers of this channel, and that's a very good thing. We are not a lot of people because we are 203 subscribers, but it's okay. Honestly, it's okay. I've just started YouTube since 1 year, and I'm not a good entertainer, I guess, as of today. I'm not a very good entertainer as of today. The quality of the video isn't that good. I also have justified, because a tennis channel, full tennis, it's really difficult to have a lot of subscribers. Actually, the channel with the most subscribers, that full tennis, I don't know if it's Tennis Talk with Cam Williams, a channel that I really like. He's really professional. I really appreciate his job, and he's one of the most famous channels that brings only tennis, and he has I think 150,000 subscribers. That says a lot about how difficult it is to grow as a tennis channel, but we're growing. That's the important thing. And after subscribing, I invite you to activate the notification bell, of course, because to activate the notification bell means that you will not miss any video. You will receive the notifications for every video that I publish, and it's a really great thing, and it's really useful for you especially. Then I also invite you to leave a like, share the video, and comment. Comment and say your opinion in the comment section, as always. The grass season started actually 1 week ago, on the 12th of June, after the French Open final. Well, on the Challenger Tour started even 1 week before. Murray won 2 Challenger events on clay consecutively, which is great, but it's Challenger level, so I'm curious to see what he's going to do in the next tournaments, Queens and Wimbledon especially. I'm really curious. Honestly, I hope that tennis gives something back to Muzza, because Murray deserves to have a great farewell, first of all, and deserves to have a great Wimbledon run, in my opinion. I hope that he reaches the quarters, for example, or even the fourth round would be great. He reached the third round in some of the last Grand Slams. He reached the third round in the 2021 Wimbledon, if I remember well. Then he reached the third round in 2020 in the 2022 US Open. He reached the third round in the 2023 Australian Open in that incredible way, and since 2017 is the first time that Murray has more than 1,000 points, and it's the first time that Murray is in the top 40, so he's climbing the ranking step by step. Of course, he's going to stop at some point because he's aging. Let's not forget that Murray at the moment is 36 years old, which is a big number considering that all of the players apart from Djokovic at 36 years old are retired or so. The only exceptions are Nadal, who until last year was the best player in the world or so, among the best players, let's say. Federer, that played at the top level until he was 38 and a half. But those are the exceptions, actually. I don't know, maybe Jimmy Connors maybe reached... Yeah, it was Connors who reached the final of a Grand Slam at 39 years old. I don't remember specifically, but there was a player that reached the final of Wimbledon at 39 years old. yeah, I don't know, honestly. Maybe it's Connors, maybe it's another player. If you know it, write it in the comment and I will thank you. Because I don't remember right now, but I think it's Connors actually. I don't want to say, I don't want to make a mistake, but I think it's Connors. Murray is having a great season. Coming out to Murray, he's having a great season considering that he's playing on a hip that is a metal hip, so an artificial hip. So it's very tough to play on an artificial hip, I guess, and it's painful. You know, we saw him crying 5 years ago at Washington DC after that win against Popsil or Copy, I don't remember. Copy was, and he knew that he was never going to be back at that level that he used to be because of the pain he had, and then he had another surgery, etc., etc., etc. Really tough, honestly. It's really tough for Andy. It was really tough for him, but his love for tennis is unmatched. And yes, I hope he has a great run at Wimbledon. Let's say this. I hope that he has a great run at Wimbledon. If he wins Wimbledon, in my opinion, impossible. But in tennis, nothing is impossible. In my opinion, it's really, really tough. 1% chance, not more. And if he wins Wimbledon, that would be legendary. But I don't think it's going to happen, honestly. To be honest, last year lost to John Isner in the second round after playing a great first round, actually. But you know, a legend is already a legend, and they will forever be a legend. Honestly, what is done for tennis, even after not being at the top, 6 hours almost against Thanasi Kokkinakis, 2 sets and a breakdown. You know, that win is fantastic. It's something that it's mind blowing. Honestly, a player like Murray, he is a legend, guys. He is a legend. Now, let's talk about other players also. Let's talk about the last two Wimbledon finalists, actually. Nick Kyrgios, who pulled out from Halle, and Matteo Berrettini, also he pulled out from, he withdrew from the Queens. So, yeah, as we can, of course, you know it, and I'll repeat something that is obvious to everyone who follows tennis. They are not Wimbledon contenders this year, in my opinion. And they are struggling with injuries. Berrettini is struggling with injuries a lot, honestly. He's struggling with form, he's struggling also mentally. All the insults that he's receiving from the media, all the backlash and stuff like that are really, really tough to handle, honestly. And I feel that Berrettini is a guy who is in social media pretty much time. And I will be completely honest with you. If I was a tennis player, professional tennis player, I would not use social media. I would have social media, but I would never use social media. I would never use social media. The only people that would use social media actually, in this case, would be my staff. But as a player, I wouldn't like to see the comments below my posts in Instagram or TikTok. I will be honest with you. I don't have TikTok, never had in my life, and I cancelled Instagram. On February. So I don't have social media. Those two social media, you have YouTube, of course, and I watch videos there, consume content. Actually, I don't like watch videos. I prefer consume content. It's better. I consume content. I'm reducing the hours that I'm spending on the tablet. I never use the phone, to be honest. I usually never use the phone. I always use the tablet, but that's another thing. And as a player, I would not like to spend time on social media because that I think would damage my mental strength in matches. And the best option for me would be to have Instagram, TikTok in order to be more popular, to gain popularity, but I would also not use it and I would let my staff use it. Let's talk about tennis, not social media. Berrettini isn't winning any matches. First of all, he's not playing at all. He played in Stuttgart against Sonego, destroyed 6-2, 6-1, really, really harsh score. 3 games in 2 sets. Yeah, that says it all. 6-1, 6-2. Berrettini, I know that Sonego is a very, very good player on grass. He's a very good player on grass and clay and hardcourts. Actually, he adapts pretty well on surfaces. He reached the fourth round in Wimbledon in 2021 and then lost against Roger Federer. He reached the fourth round in Roland Garros twice, 2020 and 2023 actually. But, and also Narcons is pretty good. But he's not at the level of Berrettini on grass. You can expect him to win. Maybe Berrettini has a bad day and he has a fantastic day, but you don't expect Sonego to beat Berrettini 6-1, 6-2. That's a really, really harsh score. And you don't expect things like that. So honestly, I was surprised. And we will see honestly how what Berrettini is going to do, because he won't play at Queens, and if Berrettini doesn't play at Queens, it means that the injury problems that he's having are very serious, because he has to defend 500 points. He drops out of the top 32, so he won't be a seeded player at Wimbledon potentially. But he will not even play Wimbledon at this point. It's the situation of Berrettini is really, really catastrophic at the moment. It seems tough to me. I don't understand specifically what is happening to Berrettini. In 1 year and a half, disaster. So he went from being number 6 in the world, playing against Rafa Nadal in the semifinals of the Australian Open, for now being 34 in the world, played 10 matches in 2023, lost matches. That's sad, first of all. And it's really a shame, honestly. I've said on my live streams, the live streams where I participated with the other guys, Alessio, and today there is going to be a live stream on this channel, 9:30 p.m. Don't miss the live stream. And we talked about Berrettini, and I've said Berrettini is a player similar to Del Potro. He's a little bit worse than Del Potro, but he's similar to Del Potro, because very fragile in terms of injury and his body, very good, fantastic forehand, 2 hammers, great serve, backhand so-so, even if Del Potro had a better backhand than Berrettini, and both of them reached great results, but could have done more without injuries. That's sad, honestly. That's sad. I hope that Berrettini recovers. And talking about Nick, he's struggling with injuries. He isn't confident about his knee. We saw it in his match in Stuttgart, and I think he did the right decision to pull out from Halle. I think he needs some months to be back at this level, to be back where he belongs. He needs some months, and it's a tough process. And we'll see if Kyrgios is going to be able to do it. I think that it will be incredible to see Kyrgios winning a Grand Slam potentially. Do you imagine Nick winning a Grand Slam somehow and retiring after that? That would be, someone would think, okay, he won a Grand Slam, now he's going to do it like a rocket. He's through the space, he broke the atmosphere, he got through the atmosphere, and now his goal is to get to the moon. No, he will stop there, he will come back, he will retire. He saw the space for some fractions of seconds, but now he's going to be back on Earth. And Kyrgios' situation we could have expected to see Nick struggling a bit on his first match. Honestly, I expected that, first of all, because Kyrgios is a player that is not as mentally resilient as other players, as Nadal or Djokovic and Federer, who was criticized for his mental strength. Yes, compared to Djokovic and Nadal, he has less, but he's one of the strongest players mentally out there. And that's a fact, because if not, you don't win 20 Grand Slams. Okay, he was the best player in the world technically, and for me, technically, in terms of pure tennis, hitting shots, forehands, backhand, he's the best of all time, but he's the best shot maker of all time, or at least the best shot maker I've ever seen. It's more fair to say the best I've ever seen, because I didn't see all the players. The GOAT is something that I like sometimes to say, but I'm not obsessed by the GOAT. I mean, it's a media thing, and it's normal that in journalism there are always, who's the GOAT, the best thing is to enjoy, of course. Sometimes I forget to enjoy and think more about the GOAT debate, but I try to not do it. I'm not obsessed by the GOAT debate, but sometimes to throw it in to make things a little bit more spicy, it's fun. I'm not gonna lie, it's fun in my opinion. But I think that between Federer and Nadal, between Djokovic, Nadal and Federer, the best shot maker is Federer. the one who has best mental strength is Djokovic. And yeah, that's the reason why Djokovic won the majority of the close matches between the two. Now, other players that could be dangerous on grass. I'm really curious to see Carlos Alcaraz on grass. Actually, he played only a few matches. I'm really curious to see Holger Rune on grass. Rune. It's going to be really interesting to see what he's going to do. It's going to be interesting also the battle for the world number one in women's tennis and also in men's tennis, even though men's tennis world number one has a name and it's going to be the name also for the end of the year, in my opinion. As I've said at the start of the video, I would be really surprised if Novak Djokovic is not, if Djokovic doesn't win Wimbledon, I'm going to be really surprised. But I think it's tough to see. I don't see anyone beating Djokovic, to be honest. At Wimbledon, on grass, no chance someone wins Wimbledon. But let's talk about women's tennis a bit. The battle for the world number one between Sabalenka and Swiatek is going to be really interesting, because Swiatek won't play before Wimbledon, first of all. And another thing is that Sabalenka is going to play this week in Berlin, 500 points. That tournament is worth 500 points. I think she's the best player with Rybakina on grass. And if she does well here and he does well at Wimbledon, better than Swiatek, which is not going to be tough, by the way, because I don't think that Swiatek will have a fantastic result at Wimbledon. I don't think that Swiatek is going to get past week 2. I don't see Swiatek reaching quarterfinals or fourth turn at the US Open, at the Wimbledon, honestly. I don't see her doing more than the 4th round, honestly, because she's not a grass player, she doesn't like grass, so I don't think she's going to be the big fish on grass, let's say like this. So it's going to be interesting if Sabalenka is going to be able to overtake Swiatek as world number one after I think 60 or 70 weeks. So Swiatek became world number one after Miami last year, so she became world number one on April. So yes, 65 weeks approximately. Let's see if Swiatek has, after 60 plus weeks, she's going to drop out of the top 10. It's going to be from the top one, from the top of the ranking. It's going to be interesting. Then there is also Ons Jabeur, former finalist of Wimbledon last year, and I think she's going to do well on grass and at Wimbledon. Then there is also Rybakina, defending champion. Let's see what those women are going to do on in Wimbledon. It's going to be interesting, as I've said. Men's side, I'm curious to see Carlos Alcaraz, what he's going to do. He is playing at Queens. What is going to be Holger Rune. What Mehdi is going to do, actually, because last 2 matches weren't the best. He lost against Thibaut Wild at the French Open. He lost against Mannarino at the Bilbao Open. Let's see, honestly. I'm curious to see what Medvedev does. Then we have Rune, as I've said. Curious to see what he's going to do. He has a really tough match against Cressy. I don't think it's going to be easy for him. Cressy is a really tough player, but Cressy is struggling with form also. So it's going to be really interesting to see what happens there. And then we also have Stefanos Tsitsipas that is focusing on his relationship with Badosa. So I think this could affect his performances, but it's okay. I mean, love, it's important. So I guess that it's okay. And first of all, and the second thing, apart from the relationship with Badosa, she's focusing on the relationship with her. I think that it's more about Tsitsipas not being a top player on grass. Tsitsipas on grass is struggled since the start, and I don't think that this is going to change. I think that Tsitsipas this year on grass is not going to do a lot. He's going to win a couple of matches, maybe. Yes, he's going to win a couple of matches here and there at Halle. Maybe he's going to win the first round, even if it's going to be tough. Maybe he's going to win in Mallorca, where he has to defend 250 points from last year. Maybe he's going to win also a couple of matches in Wimbledon, but apart from a couple of matches in and there, I don't think he's going to do much well on the green surface. I would be really surprised to see Tsitsipas reaching the quarterfinals in my opinion, even if he has an easy draw. But who knows? Honestly, who knows? Maybe he's going to do a great job there. He's going to reach the quarters, the semis, or the finals. Let's see. Seems tough to me, but who knows? Let's talk about Sinner and then I close the video. Actually, more than 20 minutes. Tomorrow you will have a tier list of tennis 2023, 1 hour and 40 minutes. You're going to hate me because 1 hour and 40 minutes is outrageous, too much. But hopefully you're going to like it. Now let's talk about Sinner. Sinner is not in a great period of form. Since Barcelona is not playing well, he had physical problems in Barcelona and he withdrew from the quarterfinal against Musetti. Then he played against, he didn't play Madrid. He skipped Madrid to focus on the double Rome and France. In Rome he lost against Cerundolo. At Roland Garros he lost against Atmari in the second round, Cerundolo in the round of 16. Then, after struggling against Shevchenko the previous round, the round before, and he lost at the Libema Open against Rusubor in the second round, in the quarterfinals actually, and in the round before he beat Alexander Bublik, and now he plays Halle and then Wimbledon. I think maybe plays also, if he's not satisfied with his form, he's going to play also in the week between Wimbledon and Halle. But honestly, Sinner is struggling with form. I think that the best choice for him would be, I hope that after Wimbledon he skips the clay season there. I don't care if he has to defend 250 points in UMAG, but I think that the best choice for him, seeing that he's struggling with form, he's struggling with some sort of injuries and some sort of physical resistance, because someone will say, yes, but the first 4 months of the season have been tough. But now he's not playing a lot anymore. So I think that maybe he should stop and focus on the American swing, on the 2 Masters and the US Open. That would be the best decision in my opinion, for him to stop a bit, because since tennis is getting this physical, the best thing for Sinner to do would be to not play the clay court season in July and go directly to Washington or I don't know, Toronto or Cincinnati, to play those 2 or 3 tournaments, maybe playing 2, and then finally playing at the end the US Open and seeing what he's going to do. If he's going to play well, if he's going to win it, that would be extraordinary for Italian tennis, especially that is missing a Grand Slam win since 1976, actually 47 years. 47 years. It's been a really long time, and hopefully in the next couple of years, we're going to witness history for Italians male singles tennis. Thank you very much for everything, guys, for the video, for the like that you left, from the subscribing to the channel, supporting the channel this match. Leave a comment as always, and we'll see you in the next video. Thank you very much to all of you guys. I really appreciate the support that you're giving to me. You deserve a lot. I wish you the best. Ciao.